Crypto Morning Tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. And this is your Morning Tea. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni ringing the The FOMO index has inched up to 62 from yesterday's 59. Bitcoin dominance is 50.2%. 24-hour volume is 37 billion. The overall market cap is 1.17 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, when the crabs come out and start chopping broccoli in a sea of monotonous range, I tend to not make a video in fear of beating a dead horse. But today I feel there are some bearish tech and fundies that we should address, just so we know what could happen, not what will happen, but what could happen. Yesterday, we had a small run-up peaking out at 30.9 and has since feathered back down over the 20 moving average, finding a bottom in a bounce at 30.1, where we basically are now at time of production. Although we did break up and out of our cute little descending channel, I wanted to switch it to a descending triangle to highlight the series of lower highs, signifying a loss in buy pressure and an increase in selling pressure. Nutshell, the bears seem to be in control for now. If price action obeys this pattern, we could see a retest of resistance up at 30.4 with a rejection that sends it down to test support at the 23.6% fib band. 30K, also known as the market's psychological bone of contention. And these descending triangles, well, they tend to break down more often than they don't. So failing a support bounce, we could see a quick dump down to 28K. Why you got stuff now over on the ding dong? We're chopping broccoli in this cute little channel, but if we see continued action to the downside, this could paint in bearish engulfing candle, which is a bearish continuation candle signifying more sell pressure to come. I wouldn't say we've performed all that bullish. In this channel, as you can see, we've failed to close a candle above the 50-yard line. So until we can do that, I'm going to be keeping my papers on that support line down at 30K as well. Quick look at the Wookiee, sees a tale of continued sell pressure. And if we carve out this ascending channel, I wouldn't be surprised if we relive this pattern back down to test support at the 61.8% fib. The goldenest of golden ratios down at 27.3. But this fractal would take us all the way to September. Pianomattyb, an entire summer of lower lows. Well, maybe, there's no certainties. There's only probabilities. And the bullish fundamentals from every fiat psychopathic hedge fund aping into Bitcoin, well, they've given us this glorious green candle, but has since petered out now. We spoke before about the 10-week blocks that have made up this cup and handle. So could we see a 10-block down for the summer? Well, my gut says, or should I say wants, to break out of this resistance and have a 10-week block up. Don't we all? But why am I hesitant and optimistically reluctant? It's this one fact. The miners have recently sent The most Bitcoin, I think, possibly ever to the exchanges. That's right. 128 million to be precise. And while 128 million does not a 10-week bearish pattern make, does tell me that the big money might be preparing for one last clear out before they dig their hooves in for the next bull run. Would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, but we're lucky enough to have them anyway. So get out there and knock them dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected elites. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live, so join me after for a cup of coffee if you can. And by all means, sing it with me now. I'll run the banks of boom to spang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa. Ching. Another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us were guaranteed. I don't know if you can see my other cat, Fibonacci. Fibonacci, come here. My Fibonacci's a half ragdoll, half Siamese, so he's half psychopath. Normally he doesn't stick around. He just doesn't want to be around people. Likes it better when they're not around. So anyway, yeah, the miners, 128 million exchange. So they're either doing two things. Up the volume, he says. Can't really. Let's see. Crank it. There, now it's maxed. How's that, McGee? Two things the miners are doing. They're either putting on the exchange to sell and take some profits, or maybe, just maybe, they're swapping out for Pepe. I'm going to go with the first. Fibonacci. Fibonacci's a real weird cat. When we first moved to this area, he ran away. First day, 2 days, he's just gone. And there's a university, I'd say maybe 5 blocks away. It's considerably far. It's like where Duke School is. And so we put up a bunch of posters. And after 2 weeks, I wrote him off. He's probably gone by now, or someone took him in, because he is a pretty looking cat. He's a guy, but he's runty. He's small, like a female cat. Morning, Eric Simpson. Joe Blow 2 says, nice, but the low volume brought me in like it was more intimate. Yeah, well. So yeah, Fibonacci, we put up a bunch of posters, and we would get, texts and phone calls. We see this cat in the university. And I was thinking that couldn't be because it's so far away. So up here, he was already gone to me. We were thinking about getting another cat at that point. We get a call. I see your cat. I'm going to stay here and watch it. So we drive over to the university, and there's Fibonacci. Something's different about that cat. He was a psychopath before. He's an even more big psychopath now. He was like a Vietnam vet with PTSD. Like, you could just see it in his eyes when he looked at you. He would look at you and say, you don't know the shit I've been through. You don't know the shit I've seen. Because essentially he was probably eating squirrels and bunnies for 2 weeks. It took him about a month to kind of get back to normal before he was a normal cat. And I use that term with that psychopathic cat very loosely, because he's always been a weird one. Morning DNA rhythms. Short little funny story about DNA rhythms. Back in the day, him and I would do these Duke and Daddy videos, and he was, what was his name? Captain Bongos?
and he would do little rhythms and send me videos, and I'd put in the video, and we'd teach Duke kind of music and whatnot during the lockdowns up here in Canada. So anyway, yeah, that's the story of Fibonacci, and he's a real survivor, so he's going to be here. Welcome, Bobby Friedman. It was Robert Friedman's, the professor's idea to do this live version of the video. And I have to say, it's been an interesting take. I enjoy it because I feel like it kind of puts me into the same mindset as you guys watching it. I get to see it, although I'm not a big fan of watching it because I see mistakes. I see pitchy stuff in my voice, and when I see those things, I never want to do it again, right? So I have to look at it with a open mind, grain of salt. Where in Canada are you, Maddie B? I'm in Alberta. Yes, I am in Manitoba. It's not smoky here, actually, but I think what's happening. Chris Danoff. Good morning, Maddie. You want to know what would be fun? I do. That's like a YouTube thumbnail. You want to know what would be fun? Oh, I got to click on it. What would be fun, Chris? Danoff? I'm just warning you, there's some diesel trucks coming in my neighbor's driveway, so it might get a little loud here. We might have to sign off. But I can't sign off without waiting for Chris Danoff's answer. You know what would be fun? What would be fun? Are we going to lose 30K? Yeah, we're at 30.1. Psychological bone of contention, 30K. Yes. You live in Alberta and you've never been to Manitoba. Bah, I can't blame you. CW, tell Duke he did an amazing job closing out the stream yesterday. Well, maybe I'll get him to do it again. I don't know what he's doing. He has school today. He had the dentist yesterday. What a champ. He went to the dentist. He had 2 fillings to do. Come on here. Come sing it out. And he went in there, and as soon as he got in the chair, I said, Duke, this is something a boy's got to do by himself. Visit the dentist. I got to go. So I'll be we're wondering if you could anyway, like a champ. He did he got his cavities filled, and now he's a new boy. So Duke, can you can sing us out?
We're playing the same game on our psychopathic elected elites.
Not so close.
That's why
right
it's
about
a
here.
long name. So you moat and have a fantastic day. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this to the world.
Louder.
Listen, might like it.
Okay, and then the final send off. Bitcoin, crypto.
Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Yay.
Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.